What's up guys, EJ here, back with another video, and today it's going to be another top 10 list. My top 10 films of 1979. So let's get straight into it. At number 10 we have Norma Rae, directed by Martin Ritt, and of course starring Sally Field and Beau Bridges. Sally Field won the Best Actress for this role as a textile worker in the South who is trying to unionize the workers for better working conditions and wages, etc. It's a great film, one of Sally Field's best performances. Number 10, Norma Rae. Okay, number 9, we have sorry about that. The China Syndrome. Great film, directed by James Bridges, starring Jack Lemmon, Jane Fonda, and Michael Douglas, who also produced the film. Great sort of suspense thriller about a meltdown at a nuclear power plant in Southern California. Famously predicted the 3 Mile Island meltdown, as this film came out 12 days before that event occurred. It's a great film, great thriller, of course, a great cast. Number 9, The China Syndrome. Okay, number 8, we have Escape from Alcatraz, directed by Don Siegel, and of course starring Clint Eastwood. It's one of my favorite Clint Eastwood films, actually. Probably my favorite non-Western film starring Eastwood, or any film that he did in the Dirty Harry series. Just a spectacular movie about obviously a prisoner who escapes Alcatraz. Just great locations and a great performance by Eastwood. If you haven't seen this, Escape from Alcatraz, check it out. Number 8. Okay, up next at number 7, we have Tess, directed of course by the brilliant Roman Polanski, based on the Thomas Hardy novel Tess of the D'Urbervilles, a movie set in Victorian England about a young farm girl, a beautiful farm girl who sort of falls in love with the wrong people, played by the very good Nastasia Kinski. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. Tess, or Tess of the D'Urbervilles, Roman Polanski's film, at number 7. Okay, up next at number 6, we have Kramer versus Kramer, directed by Robert Benton, and of course starring Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep, Best Picture winner from 1979, along with director, actor Hoffman, and Meryl Streep won for Best Supporting Actress. A very good film about a married couple, a married couple who sort of gets separated. Meryl Streep leaves Dustin Hoffman with their young 6-year-old son, and Hoffman has to raise him by himself, and then Meryl Streep's character wants him back, and they have a court battle for custody. It's a heartbreaking film, actually, one of the best films of the 70s, without a doubt. Number 6, Kramer versus Kramer. Okay, up next at number 5, we have Woody Allen's Manhattan, brilliant film, shot in beautiful black and white, typical Woody Allen fare set in New York, about a 42-year-old who has a teenage girlfriend and a lesbian ex-wife, and meets his best friend's mistress, played by Diane Keaton. One of Woody Allen's best films. It's actually my second favorite, behind Annie Hall. If you haven't seen Manhattan and you're a Woody Allen fan, you're definitely missing out. Just a great film, definitely one of Woody's best. Okay, at number 4, we have Being There, directed by Hal Ashby, starring the great Peter Sellers and Shirley MacLaine. One of the films I actually saw in a films about TV class in college. I'd seen it before, I took a class, but we also watched this during the semester. Hilarious performance by Peter Sellers as a recluse who spends his whole life in his apartment and in Washington D.C. and then sort of gets unleashed on the political world. All his knowledge comes from television. That's kind of why we watched it. It's a great film and one of Peter Sellers' best performances. Being There, number 4. Okay, up next at number 3, a personal favorite, and that is The Great Train Robbery, directed by Michael Crichton, who also wrote the screenplay, and of course it's based on his novel. Fantastic caper film with Sean Connery, Donald Sutherland, and the very sexy Leslie Ann Down, who's just really good in this film. All three of them are. It's a lot of fun. It's about the first train robbery in recorded history. Just a great sort of caper movie. It's just loads of fun. Connery is great, as is Sutherland. I cannot recommend this enough. If you haven't seen The Great Train Robbery from 1979, you gotta check it out. It's just a great film. Okay, number 2. Just got the box set to show because it doesn't have a individual DVD, and that is, of course, Alien. The original film, directed by Ridley Scott, of course, starring Sigourney Weaver, Tom Skerritt, Harry Dean Stanton, Yaphet Kotto. Just a great film, one of the best sci-fi horror films of all time. It's still my favorite Alien film. I know a lot of people are fans of Aliens. I like that film too, but I've always liked Alien more. And of course I just saw Prometheus a couple weeks ago, which was great too. But Ridley Scott, one of my favorite directors, makes great epic adventure films along with brilliant sci-fi like this. Alien, number 2. And number 1, you may have guessed by my opening song choice or musical number, and that is, of course, Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now. And I have the the complete dossier edition, so you don't have the traditional Apocalypse Now poster that you all know. Just a brilliant war film set during Vietnam, starring Martin Sheen, Marlon Brando, Robert Duvall, about a lieutenant who's sent on a mission into Cambodia to assassinate a renegade general. Of course, the brilliant Marlon Brando in that role. Also, notable other people in the film include Harrison Ford, Lawrence Fishburne, and Dennis Hopper. It's got one of the greatest scenes in movie history with Robert Duvall and the Ride of the Valkyries. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. One of the most quotable film lines of all time. One of my favorite war movies, period. And my second favorite Vietnam film, Platoon, is my favorite. But number 1 is Apocalypse Now. So those are my top 10 films of 1979. Let me know what you think of these. And as always, thank you for watching and commenting. I also should mention that I don't get email alerts for any activity that happens on YouTube to my email account. It's like really weird. For the past few months, I don't get notifications of people's new videos or people commenting or subscribing to my channel. So if you do subscribe and you do comment and I'm slow to react, it's because I don't get a notification. And if you do subscribe, I don't even know. It doesn't tell me anything. I have to check my inbox like every few hours just to see if I have new comments, etc. So again, thank you for watching as always, and hopefully on Tuesday I'll have a new update. Got some stuff coming from dubious sources, so it might be delayed a couple days. We shall see. But until then, thanks for watching.